Welcome to LifeBites Mindful Mondays. I'm life, business, and energy coach Nina Bosky. And in today's grounding session, we're going to help you get centered, cleared, and connected. Let's get started. From the base of your spine down to the center of the earth, we're going to create a grounding cord. It's very strong and fortifying and supportive. And this tree trunk can be any kind of grounding cord you like, whether it be an oak tree, a maple, palm, whatever works for you. And let's take the roots of that grounding cord and anchor you into Mother Earth, to yourself, to your essence, to who you are. And with a big, deep breath, let go of the past. And another big, deep breath. We're going to let go of the future. And let's say hello to the here and now. Come into present time. And now about 2 feet out, you're going to create a circle of light. And in that circle of light is a circle of yellow roses. And those yellow roses represent your true sunshine spirit, where your personality and your higher self are working hand in hand. A circle of pink roses around you that represent love and compassion for yourself, as well as the outside world. And now, let's create a circle of red divine roses that represent protection from anything that is not of your own energy and your own light. Everything is going on the outside of your space, and really claim your energy field. This is the time for you. We get to dream, we get to imagine, we get to visualize, we get to be anything we can visualize. Now let's take a nice big deep breath again and come up to your 6th chakra, which is right between the brow. And about 2 feet out, you're going to create a movie screen. And you're going to put your life on that movie screen. You're not going to become the energy, you're going to watch the energy. And now we're going to take a little journey on that movie screen in order for each and every one of us to dream, to visualize, to imagine. So let's visualize yourself walking in a tranquil forest. The ground under your feet is soft and covered with fallen leaves. And with each step, you feel more grounded and connected to the earth. Notice the rustle of the trees as the calm breeze flows through the leaves. It's the whisper of your higher self, knowing what your next steps are. And as you continue your walk, you hear the soothing sound of a gentle brook. And as you approach the sound of the water, you hear this flowing sound over the rocks and it becomes clear. And now you can see the little brook. And as you come up on the edge of the brook, you just watch the clear water moving effortlessly. In this effortlessness, it reminds you of how life has a rhythm. Life, when in flow, works. And reflect on how the water flows around the obstacles, finding its way, just as you can navigate all around the challenges in your life. And now find a comfortable spot near the brook to sit down. And as you find your spot, get comfortable and close your eyes. And in this visualization, take a deep breath. Start to imagine a dream or a goal you have. What dream do you have? Big, small, even part of a dream that you're working on. And see it as a bright light in the distance. So this dream is in a distance, but it's a bright light. And with every breath, see this light becoming brighter and clearer. Now just hold the space of a dream you have. Whether it is writing a book or taking the next step in your career or opening up to more love in your life, see this energy as a bright light. And allow yourself to feel the joy, the peace, and the fulfillment that this dream brings. Imagine what it would feel like to have your dream come true. Now, as you see this beautiful light, maybe you're opening up just to the energy of love. And even if you have a specific visualization of your dream, infuse it with love. Infuse it with power. Infuse it with a willingness to lean in and to give yourself permission to have your dream. And as you are opening up to this new light of possibility, imagine that the journey there is all filled with learnings and growth. And it's all part of it. For it's not just about the destination, it's about the journey. Are you infusing your dream with possibility, with commitment, with imagination? See the route to your dream as stepping stones, not as obstacles and challenges. And now, as you sit by the brook, open your heart to the endless possibilities that life offers. Remember that. Like the forest around you, Your life is vast. It's filled with opportunities for growth, for discovery. May this day, may this moment, may this week, let yourself open to the new ideas, the hunches, and the pathways that may lead you to your bigger dream. Take a deep breath and just ask yourself, what is it that my dream needs as a next step to come alive, to come into manifestation? Do I need to be patient? Do I need new knowledge? Do I need to attract new people that are committed to my dream to help support it? Do I need to believe in me? And now, as you sit with your dream in this beautiful light of possibility, infuse your dream the qualities it needs in order to move forward. And now let's take a nice, big, deep breath. And as you gradually bring your attention back to the present, let's bring down a beautiful golden sun of light and infuse your dream in this golden sun of light with all the qualities that your dream needs. And just feel the warmth of that golden light, power, clarity, attraction, openness, exploring, visualizing, imagining. Bring down that golden light through all of your chakras, infusing it in your heart as it moves back down through your root chakra, coming down through your legs and into your feet. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Say hello to your fun fairies. Begin to bring your attention back even more to the present. And as this golden light comes down into Mother Earth, take a nice big deep breath and say to yourself, all is well. Life is good. I'm opening up to my dreams and grounding them in this very moment. And everything in my life, including my dreams, are moving forward exactly as they should be. Take a nice big deep breath. Release and open your eyes. Now that you are grounded, cleared, and connected, let's move on to this week's message and life theme. So today's message is on dreaming big. And when I was a little girl, probably up until I started my company, I was a huge dreamer. Didn't even think that there was any doubt that I would achieve what I wanted to achieve. And it wasn't until my company crashed 20, almost 24 years ago, that I realized life doesn't always go as planned. And so I started to doubt myself. I started to get scared. I started to hesitate because I wasn't quite sure, oh my gosh, something traumatic could happen as having your company crash. And a lot of times when we're first birthing a dream, we're very much connected to it. So our dream means ourselves, meaning that dream meant me, and I was the dream. They were one and the same. So if it crashed, I was going to crash too. And it isn't until years really later that I realized that I'm still running that energy. And so I want you to look at your own life, and I want you to open up to a dream you either have currently or a dream you've had but is a little dormant. And I'd like you to ask yourself if physically you could achieve your dream. Ask yourself, is it possible today to achieve my dream physically? Okay. And it's not the reasons why you can't. It's physically, can I achieve it? If I had the physical health, etc., can I do my dream? The second area I'd like you to ask yourself is logically, mentally, can I do my dream? Do you know mentally you can do it? So I have a book idea inside myself, let's say. Do I have the mental capacity to do this writing of this book? And if the answer is yes on both of them, then I'm going to skip to the spiritual, and we're going to come back to the emotional. And spiritually, I'd like you to ask yourself this question: is it in alignment with my purpose of why I'm here? And even if it's not necessarily in alignment at this moment, ask yourself, is there a possibility for it to be part of that alignment? So when I first started working on a film, I was moving out of entertainment and moving into more of the transformational space. And I got this film, not the documentary, but the film of Marilyn Monroe. It was a total entertainment thrill ride, still is. But here's the thing. I kept asking myself, this isn't where I see myself going. Bing, 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 bing. But here's the thing. What happened is it became about mental health and addiction through the life of Marilyn Monroe. So it took me on a journey before I got to my real dream. And the dream is to help people transform their lives, which is on purpose. Okay. So is it on purpose with where you see your life going? That's another way of asking yourself that question. All right. So now we're going to get to the emotional. Okay. Very rarely have I seen somebody that has the right emotional makeup, if they have the physical, mental, even weaker, they will achieve. And the reason why they'll achieve is that they believe in themselves. We want the outside world to believe in us. And that's a natural quality for all of us humans, to be loved and accepted and to naturally have that support. But the question I want to ask you today is, are you supporting yourself in your dream? What are you doing to bring your dream forward? It could be one thing a week. You're still bringing it forward. Are you even open to the possibility of having a dream that's bigger than what you've imagined. How big can you go? Do you even want to go big? Maybe you don't. Big dream, little arena, big dream. The key here in this message today is dreams embody hope and inspiration, passion, and possibility. Do you still believe in the possibilities of your own life? So the emotional, the negative self-talk that we do each and every day. I was listening to a colleague of mine on a podcast, and her genre is all about happiness. And she was talking about how we have about 60,000 thoughts a day, the average person, 60,000 thoughts a day. And guess what? 80% of them are negative, 80%. So when we say watch your thoughts, we really do have to watch our thoughts. But here is the key takeaway. Your brain, don't get upset at yourself that you have negative self-talk. Our brains, our primitive brains are set up to look for the negative. It's not until we start building up the muscle of looking for the positive, looking at the possibility. That's a muscle you have to override in your brain mechanics. Bob Proctor would have people write their dream out every single day, repetition, repetition, repetition. And that's a great way of really saying to your brain, no, this is a great thing. I'm leaning into it. Excitement and fear are very similar in terms of how they look and feel in the body. Your brain doesn't really know the difference. The only way it'll know the difference is if you say, I'm fearful, it'll hesitate. If I'm excited, it'll move forward. So what words can you put around your dream? In the meditation this morning, we talked about infusing your dream with energy. The energy may be just, I need to be open again. The dream may be, oh my gosh, I have to explore what it feels like to dream. And can you have glimpses of your dream right now? When I walked into this venue that I'm getting married at, in the barn, we went upstairs. It was the bridal suite. And we were talking about my maid of honor. And my maid of honor being Nancy, who's passed away. And just that moment of she's still going to be there, but that moment of a dream coming alive. I felt it viscerally in my body. When I thought I was going to Cannes with Goodnight Marilyn, and it went bing, bang, boom, 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 that dream was coming alive. The key here is, can you hold your dream? Do you have the capacity? Do you have the deservability? Do you have giving yourself the permission to have your dream? Whereas Bob Proctor talks about, your paradigm will show up and bring to you everything unlike itself in order for you to stay the same. Why do you think Kobe Bryant did what he did? Mental mindset with the emotional intelligence to drive himself. Those two parts of himself were working extremely well, not to mention the physical aspect. But it wasn't his body that drove things. It was his mental and emotional. But mentally alone, you can't do it. You have to be in alignment with your dream. So what qualities, when we go around and we ask ourselves this morning, or anybody that's watching this on demand, ask yourself, what qualities do I need to bring to the table of my dream, the energy, the light of that dream, to allow it to manifest, to come to life? It may be something practical. It may be something more intangible. It may be a combination of. But dreaming big requires a big vision and the ability to lean into it, to say, yes, I can, I'm doing it. And regardless of what comes my way, I may readjust, realign, but I'm going to keep moving forward. Big dream, big life, big movement, big emotions, big mental capacity. You have to have the health and the physicality to be able to sustain it body-wise. So all of these have to come into play. So if you're working on your physical body right now, guess what? That's working on your big dream. What are the things that you need right now in order to move your dream forward? I hope you've enjoyed this week's Mindful Mondays. Be sure to join us this Friday for another episode of Life Bites as we get you inspired in the areas of life, business, and media. I'm your host, life, business, and energy coach, Nina Bosky. And remember, until next time, sometimes in order to speed up, you've got to learn how to slow down.